That all goes out the window once the bell rings with these two.
I love about boxing. The transition from the street in.
Have a lot of questions answered right now, Colonel.
Yes, we have. Both guys. And of course,
tests even more than usual fight because of punches. Now that he's
his timing is perfect, and Tim able to block him in the back of his glove.
It'll be interesting to see.
If Tim Bradley becomes the aggressor, he's going to be in trouble.
You know what we're looking at right
them pretty well. And that's a beautiful vintage uppercut by Marquez.
Work that didn't catch him flush in after he got hit.
He didn't, Colonel. And there's another big left hook, and he's caught him a couple times.
Height difference here in door.
And then a prominent head.
see that Bradley for the closer rounds.
All these true sensational professionals. The two professionals in the Bradley and Marquez.
In this round to start than he did the first.
One thing that's great about the loss of the body of your opponent.
Now we know how you fight, Chris.
They're yelling that over and over.
Ultimately,
a little more comfortable in there.
Yeah, you're right, Manuel Marquez has been for him, the 4-year-old guy.
Staying disciplined to remain the puncher and good leg.
Second round, Thomas and Mack. Low. And you're right, Mario. He's one of the best at this coming in.
You get the feeling that he's trying to set up to define what is he doing, where can I get him?
Here we go, round number 3. Thomas and Mack center. Las Vegas Black Punch is a former fight champion, multi-division.
Eventually time him and counter him, but that remains to be seen.
Guy is true.
But Pacquiao was a good match. Marquez could play off that.
Up as of late, if he bites down on that mouthpiece.
And he bounces back to his leg, stops, plants, anything but straightforward.
But that's not how he's fought.
But in the seats so far, they get really excited. You got to remember, anything that Marquez does.
That's not being generous, excuse me. Conservative, excuse me. Yes, exactly.
No, I'm definitely. It's not likely he'll change. Tim makes him miss again.
He's rolling with the punches, it looks like.
All right, we're set to go just about around him. Little Bob Sheridan here with Larry Merchant.
Starting to feel the
and great champions like him could do, you know, if he comes back and lands some shots. But I don't think.
it'll help.
You try it, Los Angeles, but basically, so do you from New Jersey as well. That's all in favor of Tim. About a minute to go in the fourth round.
Went over the public.
Money and fame.
The issue here, because certainly Marquez is not Marquez.
Vaseline.
Oh, it's the Vaseline.
Not much happened there in all honesty. Tim landed these.
So good at mathematics in high school.
Smart
Can
guy.
you imagine him?
Right.
If you give me an accountant, Marquez, another regular. Nacho knows what he's doing over there. That corner.
And since then, I haven't seen him around.
You know, if I mean, not what he. Oh, no question.
Unlike he has
Eventually, this guy's going to wilt and he'll stop it.
a war of nerve. Who can make the other guy?
That's what goes with what I was saying, Larry. It's tremendously successful.
To me, these guys are similar.
Oh, this is his fight all the way. Not an Indian fight like this. This is perfect. Look at this. Pop the jab.
Power too, which is so hard to count him out. We sit here on the edge of our seat as we saw from against the last one.
Near this one. As he goes. Tim throws it up. They trade Tim. Whoa! Drag Tim into a brawl. If Tim engages, and I personally would love as looking to throw his right now. And it's wide as it's been as he did in the last round of this day.
Finally landed.
Colonel, but I think you're right. I think
It's the opponent, and recall that I come along who exposes it. Whether the
Beating that he took in the last fight. It was great that he knocked him out in the, for the call. First time I see this guy will.
right, and 40 years old.
Interview we did this week, he talked about how much any of that speed thus far in the fight.
Mind is there, but he can't pull the trigger.
well, you know, prime, they're punching as the openings develop.
There's another Bradley's had success with all night.
Coming straight in, gets the angle. He stops of the 6th round.
Some of the things we wondered about going in.
So we'll evaluate his and place called Denver, Colorado of America.
And that's going to be a potential barn burner.
It's an interesting rivalry. 18.
That's more to the
It's the position.
He's starting to move Brace comfortable a little closer.
Why would that shot? Look at the job he does.
You're right about that. He may back down this.
But I don't know how much is left on his punches. See, he's missing. That's an indication to me that the use. There was a fighter who said, you know, you might have been like
Somebody named
Robinson's.
And could there be some in such dramatic fashion with that knockout post Pacquiao?
There's a point. He trains.
A 40-year-old body that has been
For bigger paydays for one reason or another. For Pacquiao.
And maybe not open up that story anymore.
All right, that's Juan Manuel Marquez. Stop, as I've said a couple of times, in 5 years after he quit fighting.
Good, man.
And he's been caught shot like this more. Michael Nolan.
And what George did was capable of setting a trap and changing the.
Well, George is different because George throws clubbing punches at a heavyweight his size. The last thing to go is a punch.
We don't see some consistent pattern. He's changed up as that he saw a
Puzzle to figure out.
Went right back, stepped outside, regroup. And he doesn't look great.
Is he a boxer? Is he a brawler? But what he is
A little bit frustrated, like he's not able to thinking him out, and it's like he's getting frustrated in there.
You're right. It is very frustrating. Therefore, he's going after it. There's no life in that corner. There's 4 rounds to go. Mac. Juan Manuel, he has the deviate.
needs to step out of his comfort zone. And
I think Mario, jab, a little more hand speed. Maybe it's an adrenaline flow. I don't know what.
Things count. He has to make every.
The over and under on the betting line. Question it is. As an opponent doing all I'm doing is not getting sucked into the wall. Neither fighter is shaking. Nobody bluffed Marquez in the 9th round.
Nice uppercut there.
Or can he make Marquez pay?
Last round.
Oh, he's gonna hurt him at the tail end of the last round. But Timothy said sells a clicking right on the money. Here he comes. He nails him. Marquez, I thought he was off balance and maybe Marquez has definitely landed because he didn't go down.
Stalking, trying to still counter.
Bending way over so he really can't land in your hand.
And I'm surprised that Marquez.
But I don't see the based on that I'm giving Marquez his
first.
This is round 11. It's championship time. Well, Marquez.
Now these have been very close.
92. Doesn't not official. We're just trying to give you an
from Yahoo.
Yeah, from
surprise. But they're talking to each other. I do too. Absolutely. I sit down with Dan Raphael before every fight, and it wouldn't surprise me. He left his fight plan and made a big adjustment. It's been a fast-paced situation. And counter early.
He actually looks a little winded. The mouth. How strong these legs. Couple rounds.
Obviously, they believe, as does Dan Raphael. We'll find out.
Actually, all right, this is it. The 12th round. Marquez needing a knockdown to end with.
Or knock it down a couple of times. WBO, big champion in history.
Fighter and will win the last also in terms of that.
Yes.
Yeah, it was the greatest mistake ever.
And it's a mistake if he wants to win the fake, so he says.
He feels he's in the car, and he just excessive testosterone.
Absolutely right. 58 seconds ago, put him in case the judges have a whole lot. Marquez is when Marquez is in the same bar. This
was a busy fighter and it was overwhelming. That hasn't been the case tonight.
See Mario, but he's still missing. See that?
He's had his moments and I still think he's done enough to win this round.
Oh, here they go. They crossed him. He almost got his down. He almost stopped it.
And the fight.
I still give Marquez that.
What do you got?
I have Marquez.
To the winner by split decision. And still WBO welterweight champion of the world from Palm Springs, California, USA, Timothy Desert
He retains the title, and I'm judging, gave the fans the indication of exactly the way the judges
all that
had all
matters.
the support.
That's all that
Bradley won
matters.
it.